Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jacqueline, the unimportant homemaker, and today let's talk about loveliness. One part in homemaking that completely took me by surprise was the area of loveliness. I found that word to be offensive initially, mainly because I didn't want to be associated with lovely things. I had never even used that word to describe anything about me, so I avoided it. It was really just femininity, but that's also a term I would not have used to describe me. Men called us females, and in a sense, that was about as accurate as I could get. Being lovely meant I probably had to present myself as this weak and fragile thing, but I lived off-grid, and if you know, you know. I also didn't have time to lounge and wear silky things, but that was just a silly oversimplification. So I began to look into this whole idea of loveliness. And the two areas I tackled included lovely dress and lovely home. Lovely dress. Putting extra effort in making dressing more lovely will have a profound effect on you and your entire family. Gone are the days of mom running to the store with curlers in her hair and bath slippers on. A beautiful dress has the power to uplift not only your spirit, but also bring joy and positivity to the family. Graceful selection of dresses and skirts elevate the gentleness of the woman. Well-fitting but modest adhering pants or leggings and appropriately modest tops do not have to conform to the style of this world, but can indeed show forth the godly state of the woman. Excessive jewelry or ornate hair designs, as well as showy garments, detract from the natural beauty and simplicity of the woman and instead point garishly to her desire to be looked upon as someone befitting much attention and praise. A warm smile and genuine conversation can elevate her way more than expensive designer labels, and although she doesn't seek to endear herself to others, it is a natural byproduct of the loveliness of her character. People are drawn to her simply because she's lovely. This had become a pursuit of mine. I had a roughness about me that spoke of the squalid pursuits and pastimes and interests that I have since removed from my life. For instance, before Christ, I used to like gangster rap music, and I had a way about me that was in line with the roughness of that. Shedding those layers has been instrumental in banishing ugly thoughts and mannerisms that aren't befitting a woman making a claim to godliness. No longer do I scrunch up my face to show displeasure, and I try to keep my use of slang to a minimum, only bringing it out to tell a story and convey the attitude and haughtiness I exhibited in that moment. Because what would be the point of dressing beautifully only to have the roughness of my mannerisms tell a whole different story? Lovely homes. As a former self-proclaimed minimalist, I was proud of the fact that I didn't waste money on home decor. The walls were empty, no tchotchkes were present, and I had zero cares about it. But after becoming a homemaker, I saw other women's homes, and they were beautiful. I was moved to envy. People didn't ask them if they had just moved in like they asked me. So when we moved to the little house, I asked my great aunt Brenda to help me understand how to decorate like she does. She said to get things I love and make my own style. That day, she sent me home with pieces from her home that I admired, and then she had a garage sale, and I really racked up because I enjoyed the same thrifted, old-fashioned look that she styles her home in. I learned that making my home lovely made me more appreciative of the home I have. I was no longer envious of other people's homes, and I began to cultivate a style that makes home a place I love to be. Then I began making the home feel lovely by adding in things that are completely optional but increase the pleasure of those in the home. Things like a vase of fresh flowers on the table, pleasant, light, and airy fragrance in the air instead of those harsh, chemical-laden air fresheners, and having a bowl of fresh fruit displayed. All of these little touches contribute to a warm and inviting and lovely home environment. I also began plating food in an appealing manner instead of slopping it down on a plate. A little extra effort elevated the humble, hand-prepared meal, and it made mealtime feel lovely as well. We can even bring loveliness to our children. Selecting quality linens and plushy mattress cushions for your children's bed can help make their sleep more pleasant. And investing in silky smooth robes and quality soaps and fragrances can also add a touch of luxury to their daily routine. Adding these little touches of comfort and loveliness throughout your home doesn't just enhance the aesthetics, but also serve utilitarian purposes as they elevate the everyday experience for your family and create a more delightful living environment overall. As we build Christian homes, we want to banish the things that are offensive and stiff and instead invite whatsoever things that are pure and lovely and are of good report. Our homes should not promote vulgarity or coarseness, whether in art or decor, but also nor in the programming playing on the television when one enters the home. When I was growing up, my parents seemed to always be playing a show called Unsolved Mysteries in the evenings with the main lights off and a small lamp in the room. It was the last thing I watched before bed, and this always reminds me to be careful of the atmosphere I set in the shows I watch, not wishing to create a sense of fear and anxiety in my home. The loveliness cultivated in your heart and mind as you are being renewed can leave its mark upon the family home and be reflected in the way you dress yourself. What about you? How do you bring loveliness into your dressing and the keeping of your home? Let us know down below in the comment section. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.